Yesterday I could not post a rant because, well, this channel is called Rants from My Truck. And my truck was in the shop yesterday getting new tires. And so I have a two-part video this time. The first one is non-political, non-real social issue. And the other one is I will get into the social issue that has been bothering me for the last year and a half. Well, maybe more so for the last 6 months. Regardless. Tires on your car. They're very important. You got this much rubber keeping you from you and the concrete or asphalt in which you drive nearly, on average 50 miles an hour probably. So tires are very important. Get the right tires. Don't cheap out on tires. I tell my wife to be this all the time. I'm a very frugal man altogether. I don't spend a lot of money on non-necessities. But when it comes to a car is a necessity, especially where I live. I don't live in a big city. So there's no public transportation. But things like tires and brakes and, making sure your steering's right, making sure, your car is functioning the way it should. Cosmetically, I could care less what you have going on, but make sure your car is safe for you, your family, your loved ones, and everybody else on the road. So there's my public service message. I see too many people driving around in these clapped out cars with their brakes squealing every time they hit them. We know they're not safe. You should not put them on the road because you're endangering everybody else. Okay, so that out of the way, since I just got new tires, because the tread was going down and I thought, okay, it's probably time for tires, and I was gonna wait until closer to winter. But yesterday I got a large gouge in one of my sidewalls, so it became imperative. So anyway, enough about that. The main issue I talked to my brother yesterday, and actually, funny thing, I grew up in foster care, and this is a newfound brother of mine. I never knew my biological father, and I finally found out who he was, and I found out I had a whole mess of siblings, and I'm having a lot of fun meeting all of them, so there's that. But anyway, I was talking to my newly found 30-something-year-old brother. I'm sorry, Anthony. I don't remember your name, or I don't remember your age. But anyway, so he made my points clear. So the mask mandates, that's a hot button issue. So my problem with the mask mandates are, they're a mandate. I don't have a problem with the masks themselves. I don't have a problem with people wearing masks. I don't have a problem wearing a mask in a store in which the store asks me to wear a mask in order to be a patron of the store. I have no problem with that. I do not think they're effective. I don't think there's very much science behind them. Even Fauci and the CDCs have gone back and forth, and when first Fauci said, no, the masks aren't effective, then they are effective, and then they're not, and now he wants you to wear 15 of them. So, and obviously that is hyperbole. One of the 6 people that watch it will twist my words on this, and if I don't point out the fact that is a hyperbole, 15. But he did say 2 or 3. I strictly remember him saying that, which is just absolutely absurd. But here, we got a glare. Let me close that. But anyway, so My problem with it is that the government, that did not help the glare, the government says that we have to do it. That's what I have a problem with. You know, when it comes to, and this is another hot button issue, when it comes to abortion, the left likes to throw the words, my body, my choice. Okay. Well, I think that when it comes to the mask mandates, I should be able to say, my face, my choice. And then the thing gets around, well, you're not harming other people by getting an abortion. Well, sure you are. You're harming the baby inside of you. So, you know, that's the comparison there. As far as the mask mandates, like I said, I don't have a problem with the mask. I do have a problem with the fact that the government thinks that they can tell us to wear masks, and the vaccine mandates. That's the new one now. All these these vaccine mandates. The government actually has come out, and Joe Biden has teleprompter thing where he answered no questions, but he read from a teleprompter semi-coherently. And he said he wants at first he said, I want all the countries to issue vaccine mandates, and then he corrected himself by saying companies. So he wants all these companies to enforce mask mandates, and his reason for it is now saying that Pfizer's is FDA approved. So what happens to all those people who got other vaccines instead of Pfizer? Do they have to prove that they had a Pfizer one until the other two are FDA approved? I mean, makes sense to me, right? No. So anyway, so they want these vaccine mandates to be implemented in all these businesses, and my thought is, and I'm sorry, I don't put notes next to my phone or anything this is free thinking here, so it's not always in perfect order. But my thought process is, so in terms of vaccines, why can't we just let the people who want to be vaccinated be vaccinated? I mean, let's say Sally and Jim walk into a room together, okay? Sally has decided she doesn't want the vaccine. She doesn't want to take the vaccine. Maybe she's got a medical ailment that prohibits her from taking the vaccine. Doesn't matter why. She doesn't want the vaccine, or she can't have the vaccine, but the vaccine's not in her body, okay? Jim walks into the same room. He's got the vaccine. He was, happy to get the vaccine. He wants the vaccine. So he walks into the room and he decides to ask her, are you vaccinated? And she says no. I don't know why anyone would ask anybody that, but he says, why are you, or he said, well, I can't be in, well, you need to leave the room. He tells her, and she said, well, why would I leave the room? I mean, if you're vaccinated, Jim, why do you care if I'm not? You are protected, so to speak. And for the public record, I am vaccinated. I am not an anti-vaxxer. I took the Pfizer vaccine as soon as it was released to the general public. So I am vaccinated. So I will throw that out there. I have taken both the shots. Okay? So now nobody can say that I'm an anti-vaxxer because I took it, and I believe in the science of vaccines, and I believe that it was the right thing to do for me, for my unique medical conditions. I am a 30-year-old man, relatively healthy, a little overweight, but relatively healthy, and I don't have any comorbidities. I don't have anything that the vaccine should have a negative impact on. Okay, so I thought that for me, the right thing to do is get vaccinated. But there's no reason I should care. So, me being vaccinated, I don't care if other people aren't vaccinated. If I feel the vaccine works, then I shouldn't care if you know, somebody else in the same room as me is vaccinated or not. So I don't understand what the big push for everybody being vaccinated. Make it available, and those who want to take it will take it. It's just like the flu vaccine. Now, I'm not comparing COVID to the flu. I know they're different, but nobody has ever. The flu is a big problem in our country. The flu is a big problem around the world. Nobody is required to take a flu vaccine. The government has never mandated somebody to take a flu vaccine. So why is this COVID vaccine being pushed so much? And why do unvaccinated people, or why do vaccinated people care if others choose to not get vaccinated? You've protected yourself. So enjoy your life. Go on, don't bother other people. I hate when people dig into other people's lives. I don't care what anybody else does in their personal life. It's their personal life. As long as they're following the laws, they're not hurting other people, they're not raping, pillaging, or destroying businesses, or whatever, hurting children. As long as you are a reasonable, for the most part, member of society, and you do what you're supposed to do, and you don't bother other people, you are like the best person in my book. So, I'm like the least nosy person, and I don't want to know your medical history. Take the vaccine if you want. It's available. If you don't want it, I don't care. I don't care. And I wish that this would be the same thing for masks. Honest to God. If you want to wear a mask because it makes you feel safe, or you want your kids to wear a mask to school, then have your kids wear a mask to school, and you wear a mask, And I'm not talking about the crazies that wear their mask while they're driving alone. That's just nuts. But, when you're around in a crowd, around other people, and you want to wear a mask, then wear a mask. I don't want to wear a mask. I don't wear a mask. That's my choice. It should not matter to other people that are wearing the mask or have been vaccinated that I'm not wearing it. It shouldn't matter. It's like the old Seinfeld skit with the ribbon. The AIDS ribbon skit with I forget I'm drawing a blank on the character's name, but he comes busting through Jerry's door all the time. Kramer. The scene where Kramer goes for the AIDS run, and they say you got to wear the ribbon. I don't want to wear the ribbon. Well, you have to wear the ribbon. You're telling me I have to wear the ribbon. That's why I don't want to wear the ribbon. And that's how I feel about the masks. I don't want to do something just because the government told me to do something. It's just not right. I enjoy these great things at the and we're almost going on 15 minutes here, and I really want to keep these short, so I'll wrap this up. But I enjoy these things called civil liberties that our founding fathers put in the Constitution for us. And it's also important that all these people are lining up to give up their liberties and let the government, they want the government to tell them what to do. They're holding their hands out for the government to tell them, you do this, you do this. It's like they go down the line. You do this, you do this, you do this. You have no choice. That's what you're assigned to do. That's what you're assigned to do. That's what you're assigned to do. Sounds like Nazi Germany to me. But it's important. The biggest takeaway from this video, all 6 people that watch this video will know. Now, I don't have a following on here, and that's okay. You know, all 6 of you that see this, I want you to remember that the government is not meant to run us. We are meant to run the government. That's how our Constitution was written. We, the people, are in charge of how the United States government is run. It's time we start standing up to these political bullies and demanding and showing those take it to the ballot box and take it to those people who are bullying us into these ridiculous policies. It's time to show them we don't want them anymore. We don't want them anymore. That's it. We run the government. The government does not run us. Thank you.